What's going on, guys? It is your boy Thriller here. We are going one-on-one with Mr. Zombie himself, coach of the Worcester Tornadoes, aka Mr. 75 Draft Leagues at Once player himself. I don't know how this man is able to manage all that, um, but you know what? He somehow has done it. He is definitely a veteran of the game here. I've been seeing him play in so many leagues in the past, and he is definitely in his best element here in Gen 7, so this is going to probably be the most biggest challenge of our Gen 7 careers. Taking on someone that's mastered this game really well, so definitely be a tough matchup. He has got the Z captains in Mew and Keldeo. He also has a Mega Diancie, a Nido King, Shaman, Mandibuzz, Rotom Heat, Registeel, Haxorus, and a very much so a Mon that definitely could come this matchup, Volbeat. I almost said Volbeat. But looking at the team I am going to be expecting from him this week, I am expecting a very kind of a mix especially or physically defensive on either the Mandibuzz or Registeel. Rotom is going to be kind of a somewhat special wall breaker slash pivot, and this Mew I am 100% expecting a stored power Mew variant this week. So we really got to play our cards right this time around. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the team real quick. We got our boy Mega Absol here, which is designed to outspeed everything and hopefully knock out some stuff here. We got my boy El Toro making his return with Horn Leech Superpower. Stone Edge Swords Dance with the Cavia Bears. We guarantee take one poison type move this week. We are a little speedy, but we're mostly a little specially defensive bulk, but we're here to hit hard and singly do much. We are a standard Shardy Berry set for Arachnid, which is really unfortunate. I didn't really want to be this way, but this is probably most likely be our lead because it matches up perfectly well into everything else here. We have Waterfall, so we could try to flinch stuff if we want to. I don't really know what else I needed for a move. Sticky Web to get those hazards up if we can prevent the Diancie from doing anything. Basically, if Diancie is the lead here, Diancie cannot stay in on me. And I do have to make the save play and always go for that liquidation every time. We're finally bringing back Vmon the Victini. It's been a very long time since we brought this mon. We're running Flame Charge, Empower, Steel, Psychic, and Blue Flare. With this, we're faster than Scarf Nido King at +1, which is really good here. Objective Rockium Z Salamence with a Dragon Dance up. A Stone Edge guarantee knocks out any form of Mandibuzz. If it's fully physical defensive, it is a roll to unfortunately knock him out here. But without it, we guarantee if he's not physically defensive, it's a guaranteed knockout after +1. Wanting to make sure we get rid of that Manibus turn 1. And if worst case scenario, we can use it for Rotom if we want to get our Moxie boost. And last but not least, we're actually rocking out with a dual dance Diggersby here. With Facade and Earthquake, we are faster than everything at +2 speed. With Facade, we guarantee Oko everything, and Earthquake, we also guarantee Oko. Even if we get burned at +2, Earthquake still guarantee knocks out the Diancie, Nidoking, everything else in between. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get connected with Zombie, and we'll see you guys for the battle. And we're here for the battle, and I knew it. I called it in the team builder. He's bringing the damn Volbeat, and now I didn't put it on my final team here. Wow, no Nidoking! Wow, I'm actually shocked, but I think it kind of makes sense not to see Nidoking, honestly, because Nidoking did have a bit of a rough matchup into my team, but he did pretty much bring everything else I expected, which is great. So, I want to kind of just lead off with my Arachnid. There's nothing really stopping me from just hitting hard. I could see the Registeel lead. The Registeel lead definitely would be a little problematic here. I think he either leads with the Diancie, the Registeel. I think the Registeel's the fairest lead here, so I have a couple of options of what I can do here. I think... I think rocks are getting set up regardless of what I do here. I could guarantee make sure webs are set up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lead off this. As the Mew is the lead of choice, actually. I think I'm gonna make a safe play in liquidation here first. Because, okay, it's Volt Switch. Mandibuzz comes in. Okay, let's see how much this does to Mandibuzz. That did so much damage! Yo! That's a weak armor? That's probably why it did so much. Alright, so let's look at that damage from Arachnid. Arachnid versus Mew. Volt Switch does 23 to 28. That did 31. So that is at least max special attack. Okay, so it's not a bulky Mew. Which to Mandibuzz. Liquidation doing 46 to 54. We did 56, so that is definitely... Is that offensive? There's a possibility that's offensive Mandibuzz. I don't really have a Brave Bird switch in. So this could be... Do I sack this? I mean, I don't necessarily need it, and now that it's shipped, it loses to Rotom. Do I still take a Mega Diancie hit? Mega Diancie... Do I still take a hit from Mega Diancie? Diamond Storm, guarantee knocks me out. Does Power Gem knock me out? Power Gem's a roll, but I feel like you go for Diamond Storm here. I think I have to take my chances here and risk a KO here. So, Mandibuzz, if it is, let's just say it's max attack. Brave Bird. Brave Bird's killing me. If it's no offensive, it guarantee knocks me out here. I'm just gonna Liquidation here. I can't risk this thing doing much here, and plus we get recoil damage here. So, it's +2 speed. Yeah, let's just say, for example, I go into my Salamence, right? Let's just say I go into Salamence here. +1. If it's got, like, any speed investment, it does outspeed me. I go into my Diggersby here. I think I'm gonna go Diggersby here. And I think I'm gonna Agility here. He might just sack this Mandibuzz. There's two plays he can make right here. Because I think my Diggersby should outspeed this at +2. Depending on his speed investment. Let's see, he's either go for the knockoff here, goes with Brave Bird here. He actually goes into this, dude. I'm going for Swords Dance. Alright, I ain't falling for your tricks. I ain't falling for your tricks. You're not getting me with that. Rocky Helmet. Why is everything Rocky Helmet? I'm going for the Psychic here. Just 38. Discharge, please no. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna use this as a sack here, go Diggersby here. Yep. So, I don't outspeed this thing. I'm gonna Agility here. I'm gonna click Facade. This might seem like a very crazy play here. But this covers for... This helps cover for a potential Volbeat pivot. Alright, so we get the knockout there. Double Rocky helmet, though. That definitely was not something I was expecting. Rocket helmet on the weak armor set, though, is very interesting. If Volbeat comes in here, I unfortunately have to sack my Diggersby. Which sucks. But he did lose one of his best checks to Bulu, though, which is good. Bulu can actually low-key look like a position to win this game here, because this is weakened to the point where I think I can beat it with Bulu if I get an SD off before this. If I get an SD off, this is Volbeat here. I'm quite curious to see how much is what's going to do more to Volbeat here. If this Volbeat's fully defensive, Facade does my most damage here, so I'm going to go for the Facade here. He could just try to encore me, which is totally fine. It means I just get to make a double back out into my Victini. Tailwind. Interesting. Jaboka Berry. Why is with everyone running Jaboka Berries? Now the question is, do I call his bluff here? Because there's two plays he can make here. He can actually stay in to try to pick up a KO here on me. He can't go Mandibuzz. I'm going to make a very hard read here. That hard read did not pay off. Frick. That Earthquake actually did the same. In comes the Mew here. I'm actually to go into my... So your Volt Switch, which tells me you're not stored power. I actually think I'm going to make the play into El Toro here, actually. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance here. I think Volt Switch is perfect. Mandibuzz is in. How much is this doing to Mandibuzz? Mandibuzz. If it's just not HP invested. Bulu at +2. Does 48 to 57%. We guarantee knock this thing out. If it Brave Birds me, though, it's doing 50, 60, 67, but if it's like max attack for some reason, I guarantee live it. So I am just going to go for the Horn Leech here. Holy crap, that's max offensive. I think this knot keeps me out of range. It does. So Mandibuzz goes down. The Volbeat's pretty much dead to anything I do. You're forced to go into Yancey here. Do I think I could save this Pokemon? I want to say I could save this Pokemon. I really, really do. Can my Salamence live any one hit from this Mega Diancie? Moonblast, no. Diamond Storm, no. My Mega Absol. No, I actually think we just lose to Diancie now. I think I'll let my pieces get too weakened. Yeah, I have to sack this. I'm gonna actually go hard Ments here. What I'm about to do is very risky. I am hoping... Yes, he fell for the bluff! He fell for the bluff! Let's go! Oh my god, we're in this game now. Okay, we burned Shuka, that's great. Ice Punch. I really, really, really wish I was Z-Ground now. Alright, I have to go for Earthquake, just hope and pray to God I get the KO. I don't get the KO, unfortunately. I have to go this. I Mega Evolve, and I Swords Dance. Hidden Power, and it gets a crit! Oh, that's really bad. But it's not over yet. It's not over. If this is fully fizzed out, which I'm taking a guess that you are, with my Mega Absol, plus 2 knockoff, does 34 to 41, this guarantee dies. Volbeat can't do anything to me. Oh wait, Prankster's a thing. But would he really do that though when I have Sucker Punch? Actually, no, Sucker Punch probably doesn't kill this. Mega DNC. With my Aga Absol. If I had Sucker Punch, would this kill? Nah, that's game. GG. Damn! Zombie picks up the win. And unfortunately, we are not going to be able to pick up this win here. We're going to fall to 3 and 4. This was definitely a tough matchup for us. The fact that fact I should have prepped more for Bolby, man. I think what I should have done in that turn is I into probably Victini, and then either went for a Blue Flare or a Hidden Power Steel. I think if I went for Hidden Power Steel, would that have killed the Diancie? Victini. It was a roll at best. It was a roll at best. If we got the roll, if we got the roll, then I think Absol actually wins the game. No, I don't know if it does or not. Man, if I was Z Ground, dude, if I was Z Ground, I could have been put in a more better position. But I don't regret Z Rock. I think Z Rock. I think the fact that we were able to bluff Zombie out of that though was, oh my god, so thankful. I'm so thankful we bluffed Zombie off of that. That was so good. I really wish I was Z Ground though. If I was Z Ground, I think well, I obviously would not have popped it on the terrain, obviously. But if I was Z Ground, Volbeat's forced to do two things there. It's either forced to click Tailwind or it's forced to click Thunder Wave on me. If it's Thunder Wave, I actually still win the game, I think, with Absol. Because all I have to do is just get into a position on Mew and then SD and I win. I think we could have still won that game, but at the same time, also, weak arm Mandibuzz. I was not expecting an offensive Mandibuzz. Like, that's just honestly good prep on Zombies End. I did not expect an offensive Mandibuzz. I was fully expecting, like, a Fizdef one. So Registeel provided to be Fizdef, which I figured it was going to be, and I figured Mandibuzz would be Spadef here. But it looked like the Rotom was more of like a kind of mixed defensive with a little more Spadef bulk and variations towards it. Oh, man, dude, I thought Salamence was going to be able to do it with that bluff. But yeah, no shame to losing to Zombie though. He's a fantastic player. He's like I said, he's been playing these since like around Gen 6, but Gen 7 is like his home. Gen 7 is where he has perfected his craft so well and is definitely one of the toughest people to play in the Gen 7 format. So we brought it down to a 2-0 at least, you know. So I think we definitely gave Zombie at least a run for his money. Maybe could have played a little bit better in some instances. Maybe we should have went and not sacrificed the Araquanid, knowing that we could still live a hit from this Diancie with the Power Gem. But again, if it was Diamond Storm, I wasn't living the hit. But honestly, though, GG's to Zombie, I have no shame losing this one. It was definitely a little bit of a tough matchup on paper. Plus, Zombie just came with phenomenal prep. I just can't. And also, it's the Volbeat, man. I should have thought Volbeat a little bit more. I should have thought maybe having some taunters or something like that to kind of shut it down or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. And maybe we should have just sacked off Victini at that point instead of sacking off Bulu. I think if I kept Bulu around, I really did win this game, I think. Because I would have had a ways to get rid of the Registeel. And if Bulu's in the back still healthy, Bulu beats this, Bulu beats Mew, and Bulu can just beat Volbeat no matter what, unless I get Thunder Wave paired up. Yeah, I probably should have done that now looking at it. If I had just sacked off my Victini, I think I would have been in a very stronger position because then at that point in time, I could have Dragon Danced up on. I mean, if I Dragon Dance in front of, which I don't think he would have saved it if it's offensive. I think he would have just done. I then would have just clicked my Z Rockium and just claimed a KO potentially, and then I would have just. If I'm locked into Stone Age, it's not the worst thing because I already have my boost. Um, but it could have been really helpful near the end there though. But it is what it is. It's just how the game plays. I think we could have still lost these games no matter what. There was probably like one round of a possibility we won, but again, it factors all the things. But yeah, GG's a zombie though. He's a great player. Definitely one of the toughest people in JDL to ever want to take on because he is just really good at the game. Like I said, he's done like 75 leagues at once at one point in his life, and Mr. 75 just ended up being the one that gave us that 75 loss. So it's fine. Listen, we're here to have some fun. If we win next week, it's a 50-50 chance if we make playoffs. If we lose next week, then that's it. That's our season. And like I said, with the worry my summer is, where my summer is coming to a close, I'm perfectly okay if I don't make the playoffs. This was just a really fun redemption slash full circle moment for me in my draft league career to play in a Gen 7 league again. So no shame of anything what happens regardless of the season. But I'll see you guys for the last week. I don't remember who I'm facing, but I'm hopefully to give you guys my best shot for this one. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And with that, I will see you all next time. Peace.